Lydia Maria Child, 1802 to 1880, was an American abolitionist, women's rights activist, novelist, and journalist, known for her advocacy for the rights of Native Americans, African Americans, and women. Her work and writings had a significant impact on the social and political issues of her time. Born on February 11, 1802, in Medford, Massachusetts, Lydia Maria Frances Child was raised in a family that valued education and intellectual pursuits. She began her literary career with the publication of her novel, Hobomok, in 1824, which showed sympathy towards Native Americans and criticized the puritanical society. Child gained popularity with her domestic manual, The Frugal Housewife, in 1829, which was widely read and established her as a household name. Lydia Maria Child's most significant contribution was to the abolitionist movement. Her book, An Appeal in Favor of That Class of Americans Called Africans, 1833, was among the first anti-slavery works published in the United States. The book argued for the immediate emancipation of slaves and equal rights for African Americans. The publication of this book marked a turning point in her career and personal life, as it led to widespread criticism and a decline in her popularity, but she remained steadfast in her commitment to the abolitionist cause. She and her husband, David Lee Child, were active members of the American Anti-Slavery Society. Lydia served as editor of the Society's newspaper, the National Anti-Slavery Standard, for several years. Child was also an advocate for women's rights and wrote extensively on the subject, including the book, The History of the Condition of Women, 1835. She addressed various social issues, including Native American rights, and was critical of the U.S. government's policies towards Native Americans. Child's 1861 pamphlet, The Duty of Disobedience to the Fugitive Slave Act, was an influential piece that condemned the law requiring the return of escaped slaves. Throughout her life, Child wrote several novels, domestic manuals, historical texts, and volumes of letters and essays addressing key social issues of her time. She continued her activism and writing until her death on October 20, 1880. Lydia Maria Child is remembered as a pioneering figure in the abolitionist movement, a champion for women's rights, and an influential writer who used her platform to advocate for social justice and reform. Child's legacy is marked by her fearless advocacy and prolific writing, which contributed to the shaping of public opinion on some of the most pressing social issues of the 19th century.